Hey yogis! Welcome back to Wild Thing Yoga. My name is Mackenzie. I'll be your teacher for the next 30 minutes while we take on this intermediate yoga flow leading to Bird of Paradise. Bird of Paradise is one of my favorite standing peak postures. It requires strength and flexibility. So get ready for a dynamic class, a fun class, a sweaty class. I hope you're ready for it. Grab your mat, grab a water, let's get started. Beginning in a child's pose, the arms stretching out ahead of you, the booty sitting back onto the heels, connecting down to your breath, lengthening out your inhales and your exhales. On the next inhale, shifting the weight up into the hands, coming through in all fours before lifting the hips up to downward facing dog. Pedaling it out here. Taking your dog for a little walk. Inhaling, lifting the right leg up towards the sky. Exhaling, stepping it in between the hands. Dropping the back knee down. Untucking the toes, lifting the arms up to frame the head. Low lunge. Inhaling, framing the foot, extending out that front leg for a runner's lunge. Half Hanuman, half splits. The hips pulling up and back. Inhaling it forward, low lunge, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhaling, framing the foot, stretching it out through a low lunge. Inhaling, coming back to a low lunge, tucking under the toes, coming to your push-up. Exhaling, lowering down onto the belly. Inhaling, peeling the chest and shoulders up, baby cobra. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up towards the sky, stepping it in between the hands, tapping the back knee down, arms reaching up over the head, low lunge. Connecting to the breath, inhaling, framing the foot, shifting it back, half Hanuman, runner's lunge, hips pulling up and back, stretching out through that hamstring. Inhaling forward, low lunge, arms reaching up over the head. Exhaling, framing the foot, extending that left leg, runner's lunge. Inhaling forward, planting the hands, tucking under the back toes, stepping back to the top of your plank. Exhaling, lowering down onto the belly. Inhaling, taking your back bend as deep as feels good. And then exhaling back, downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. On your next inhale, dropping the knees, untucking the toes, dropping the belly, lifting the head, shining the heart forward, cow pose. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, pushing the floor away through a cat pose. Inhaling, dropping the belly, looking forward. Exhaling, rounding the spine, pushing the ground away. One more time, inhaling, dropping the belly, looking forward. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, pushing the ground away, tucking the chin towards the chest, and tucking underneath the toes, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhaling the right leg up towards the ceiling, exhaling, stepping it in between the hands, staying high on the back leg, reaching the arms above the head, high lunge. Twisting towards the right in a twisted high lunge. Exhaling, dropping the right hand down onto the left leg, twisted lunge. Exhaling, turning it around, warrior two. Back foot's parallel to the back edge of the mat, arms cut out to a T. On the exhale, tipping it up and back, reverse warrior. Inhaling, dropping that hip down, Skandasana side lunge at the back of your mat. Inhaling it forward, warrior two. Exhaling, cartwheeling the hands down, framing the foot, taking your vinyasa through your chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up towards the sky. Exhaling, stepping it in between the hands, staying high on the back leg, lifting the chest, high lunge. Twisting towards the left on the inhale. And then exhaling, left hand down the right leg, twisted high lunge. It's okay if you wobble. Everybody gets the wobbles. Inhaling, warrior two. Back foot spins down and around to be parallel to the back edge of your mat. Arms cut out to a T. Inhaling, tipping it up and back, reverse warrior. Exhaling, skandasana, side lunge to the back of your mat, bending through the right leg. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, framing the foot, stepping back, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling back, downward facing dog. Connecting with your breath, staying present. Inhaling, lifting the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, stepping it in between the hands. High lunge, arms framing the head. Inhaling, twisted high lunge, twisting towards your right. Exhaling, the right hand down the back of the left leg. Twisted lunge. Exhaling, warrior two. Inhaling, reverse warrior. Exhaling, skandasana at the back of the mat, bending through the left knee. Inhaling, warrior two, arms cutting back out to their T, then shifting the weight so that the right elbow rests on the right upper thigh, left arm extends over the ear for a extended side angle. Maybe that right hand comes down to the inside of the foot, remembering to keep the chest lifted and open. Inhaling, dropping the left hand down, spinning the back foot up, wiggling out your right foot, reaching the right arm up into a twisted dragonfly. Powering through the right leg, coming to shoot the left leg underneath to sit on your booty in Navasana, boat pose. Legs can be straight or bent. Inhaling to lower down. Exhaling to squeeze it up. Inhaling, lowering down. Exhaling it up. Inhaling, lower. Exhaling, squeeze. Crossing at the ankles, shooting it back through your vinyasa, and meeting in a downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up towards the sky. Exhaling, stepping it in between the hands, high lunge, lifting the chest, arms reaching above the head. Twisting it out towards the left on the inhale. Exhaling, left arm down, right leg, revolved high lunge. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, reverse warrior, tipping it up and back, making sure to keep a bend in that front leg. Inhaling, skandasana at the back of the mat, bending through the right leg. Exhaling it forward, warrior two. Inhaling, placing the left forearm on the left upper thigh. The right arm extends over the ear, extended side angle. Maybe we stay here, or maybe we bring the left hand down towards the mat on the inside of the foot, keeping that chest spiraling open, nice open hearts here. Inhaling, dropping the right arm down, spinning up onto the back toes, peeling the left hand up, twisted dragonfly. And then shifting the gaze down, powering through the left leg, shooting the right leg underneath you, Navasana, boat pose. Inhaling, lowering it down. Exhaling, lemon, squeezing it up. Inhaling, lower. Exhaling, squeezing it up. Inhaling to lower. Exhaling, squeeze it up. Crossing at the ankles, planting the hands, stepping back through the top of our push-up. maybe scooching yourself back onto your mat if you've overshot a little bit like I did, and meeting in a downward facing dog. Again, reconnecting to the breath. On the next inhale, reaching the right leg up towards the sky. Exhaling, stepping it in between the hands, high lunge, lifting the chest. Inhaling, twisting. Exhaling, dropping the right hand down the back of the left leg, revolved, high lunge. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, tipping it up and back, reverse warrior. Inhaling, skandasana at the back of your mat, bending through the left leg. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, extended side angle, reaching the left arm over the ear. Maybe the right arm drops down to the mat and the left arm comes behind you. Maybe we snake the right arm underneath to hook into our bind, grasping around that front leg. Releasing our bind, coming back to our extended side angle before dropping the left hand, shifting onto the ball of the back foot and reaching the right arm up towards the sky in our twisted dragonfly. Shifting the gaze, shooting the left leg underneath us into boat pose. Inhaling here, exhaling, and then inhaling to lower down. Exhaling, squeezing it up. Inhaling, lowering down. Exhaling, squeezing it up. Inhaling, lower. Exhaling, squeeze. Inhaling, lower. And then hugging the knees into the chest. Grabbing behind the backs of the knees, rocking ourselves up. Gaining momentum until we're able to come stand on our feet in Tadasana mountain pose. Hands at heart center, Namaste. Lifting the right leg up into a tree pose. Whether that's on the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh, just make sure to avoid the knee. The arms can extend up over the head. Then maybe we bring our right leg out ahead of us for a standing L hold, engaging through the core, really using the muscles of the upper thigh and the belly to keep the leg straight. And then working on our balance, shooting it out behind us, warrior three, hands at heart center. It's okay to fall. Just come back into it. Breathing, and then exhaling, stepping it back, warrior two. Sinking down, inhaling the left hand on the inside of the left foot. The right arm reaches overhead. Maybe we take our bind here again. Come into our peak pose, bird of paradise, shifting the weight back and forward. Getting comfortable in our hamstrings with the bind. Before stepping the right foot up to meet the left, keeping the bind around the left leg. I'm going to face you so that you can see what it looks like from the front. So we bind around that left leg and then planting down really firmly into the right foot. Slowly come to lift the left, keeping the bind around the leg. Maybe we extend out that left leg and then slowly with control, dropping it back down. Taking a couple seconds to play, catch your balance, and when you're ready, joining us in a forward fold. Inhaling to prepare, exhaling, planting the hands, stepping back, lowering down chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. If you'd like more time to play, feel free to hit pause. Inhaling, lifting the left leg. Exhaling, stepping it in between the hands. Lifting the chest, high lunge. Exhaling, twisting towards the left. Inhaling the left hand down the right leg, revolved high lunge. Exhaling, warrior two. Inhaling, tipping it up and back, reverse warrior. Exhaling, skandasana at the back of the mat, bending through that right leg. Inhaling, warrior two, arms cut out to a T. Exhaling, the left forearm onto the left thigh, the right arm reaches overhead. Maybe the left hand plants on the inside of the left foot. Maybe we take our bind around that left leg. You can shift the gaze up for added difficulty. And releasing our bind, spinning up onto the ball of the right foot, reaching the left hand up towards the sky in our twisted dragonfly. And then powering through the left leg, shooting the right leg underneath us, coming into our boat pose Navasana. Inhaling lower, exhaling lift, inhaling lower, exhaling lifting it up, inhaling lower, exhaling squeeze it up, inhaling lowering down, pulling the knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug. And then grabbing on behind the knees, taking our boat rocks, gaining momentum to come stand in our Tadasana mountain pose when you're ready. Hands at heart center. Inhaling, grounding through the right foot, lifting the left foot into our tree pose. Again, the foot can be anywhere on the right leg except for over the knee. Inhaling the arms up above the head. Exhaling, releasing that foot, kicking it out in front of us, using the upper thigh and the core to keep that leg lifted in our standing L hold. Remembering to breathe, and then kicking it back behind you, Warrior 3. Hands at heart center, lifting that back foot so it's in line with the body. Then exhaling, stepping it back, Warrior 2. Inhaling the right hand to the bind around the right leg. Rocking it back and forth, seeing if that right hamstring is happy. Giving it a little stretch in the bind. And bending through that right knee, stepping the left foot to meet the right. Again, I'm going to come face you so you can see what it looks like. Binding around your right leg, grounding down into the left foot, coming onto the balls of the right, slowly lifting that leg. Gaze comes up last. And you can stay here, or you can extend out that leg, or you can do a little hop dance like I just did, trying to catch your balance. Remembering to be patient with yourself. This is not an easy peak pose. Extending out that right leg. Beautiful bird of paradise before coming and dropping it down. Releasing your bind. Again, if you want to play more, feel free to hit pause. If not, come meet in a forward fold. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling, planting the hands, stepping back, lowering down chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the right leg up towards the sky, and then exhaling the shin behind the wrists, coming into our pigeon pose. If there's any crunching, pinching, or pain in the knee, please do not take this pose. It's more important to have a happy knee than it is to execute a pose. And then when you're ready, coming to fold down over that leg. Feeling the stretch through the right hip. And on the next inhale, lifting the body up. The before shifting the weight over onto the right hip, bringing the left leg around front, pulling the sole of the right foot into the upper inner thigh of the left leg. Inhaling, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhaling, folding forward over the straightened left leg. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to fold deeper. On the next inhale, releasing the stretch, lifting the right leg up, crossing it over the left leg, hugging the right knee with the left arm, and then placing the right arm behind you, twisting towards the right in a seated spinal twist. You can look over that right shoulder. Then on the next inhale, unraveling the twist, bending the left leg underneath you so that the knees stack on top of one another. You can hold the feet here in our shoelace stretch or fold over the legs, placing the arms out in front of you. The head can rest on top of the knees. Continuing to remember the breath. On the next inhale, lifting the chest, unraveling the legs, coming through our last vinyasa, stepping back to the top of your push-up, exhaling, lowering down, inhaling, upward facing dog, exhaling back, downward facing dog. Inhaling the left leg up towards the ceiling, exhaling, resting the shin behind the wrists, our pigeon pose. Again, being mindful of our knee. Breathing into the left hip, feeling a deep stretch there. And on the next inhale, pressing into the hands, lifting the chest, shifting the weight over onto the left hip, swinging the right leg around in front, drawing the sole of the left foot high into the inner upper thigh of the right leg. Inhaling, reaching the arms up above the head. Exhaling, folding forward over the leg. Inhaling to lengthen the spine. Exhaling deeper into the fold. On the inhale, coming to sit up and crossing the left leg over the right. And a seated spinal twist, twisting over towards the left. Gaze out in front of you or over that left shoulder. And inhaling, unraveling the twist, sending the legs down the length of the mat, slowly rolling yourself down to lay in our final resting pose of Savasana. The arms laying out beside you, feet gently falling out. Deeply relaxing through the entire body. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this intermediate yoga flow leading to Bird of Paradise. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you stay updated on when we release new content. We'll be putting out new videos every Sunday, so stay tuned. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay wild. Namaste.